I'm so excited to watch you play Big the Cat.
I was good at Big the Cat. I never had trouble with him.
I never hated him. I definitely had like a couple levels I struggled on, but I never thought it was bad. Does that make sense?
You mean you're doing great, son?
Sure.
Right.
I don't know. I always thought people were a little too harsh on Big. I mean, I kind of get why it's such a weird departure that's required, but
it's because of Game Grumps. That's all. If Game Grumps never played the game, if Game Grumps was never bad at the big levels, people wouldn't care that much.
What you're saying is, I hate Game Grumps.
No, they're some of their best series are the 3D Sonic games.
That's true, but I feel like Game Grumps has done irreparable damage to the Sonic's reputation.
You only just found out about any of that right now.
That's not true. I knew they didn't. They played a lot of those.
What else did they do?
They've done 06. They've done Forces.
Yeah, but what's the damage they did when they played those games?
They're bad at them.
Well, Aaron's bad at all video games.
That's true, but Sonic is just such an easy punching bag. It's easy to blame him.
Yes, that's so true. I'm glad we could agree on that.
I don't like it, but it is kind of true. Sonic is unfortunately the internet's punching bag.
It's just his games. That's it.
Okay, some of there was definitely some
and
bad
the fan base.
Yeah,
and the fan base.
And the fan base and the bad ones.
Yeah.
Chris Chan alone has done irreparable damage.
Has he?
Actually,
what? I don't know. I feel like Chris Chan hasn't done that.
I was actually
gonna
say. I think you're actually right. I don't think Chris Chan's done anything too bad.
Just been, I guess, contributed towards the fan base, but even then, I don't think it's too much of a problem.
No, you're actually 100% right.
Yeah.
I only vaguely knew about him, and I was actively a Sonic fan.
Right.
I heard he got banned from some kind of convention recently.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know which one. My brother was telling me about it. I have not fact-checked that at all.
I wonder if there's Papa John's. He can't order Papa John's delivery.
I remember that. That was like an old Chris Chan fact, though.
Oh, HarmonyCon. When he was disguised as the White Power Ranger, which is the coolest Power Ranger.
He was disguised as the White Power Ranger?
Yeah.
I mean, he was like cosplaying, or was he like specifically?
Yeah, I would assume it was a cosplay.
Okay, well, just when you say disguised, it makes it sound like something different. I guess Chris Chan probably would want to try and hide his identity.
He made a futile effort not to get banned by way of leaving behind a business card.
What did the business card say?
It was probably just him. It also doesn't really say why he got banned.
Honestly, I could see them banning him just because he's a controversial figure.
Let me see what this was. I have no idea what convention this is.
I feel like any convention that's run by like a Gen Z or like young millennial, if they find out Chris Chan is coming, they're gonna ban him.
Oh, it's a My Little Pony convention.
Yeah, checks out. It's not the first time he's been banned from a My Little Pony convention. He got banned from those like right at the end of the documentary.
Oh, okay.
That's right. I watched the whole thing.
Yep, you're better than me.
Wait, have you not? I thought you did.
No, I haven't. But I was pretty close to it.
I mean, I don't think it's necessary, honestly. You already know what happened.
Yeah.
It's felt like a part of my life is over now.
Yeah.
I had this documentary hanging over my head for so long to know the full Chris Chan story, and now I know it.
Well, I mean, it's still going.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forget. Chris Chan's more than the documentary.
You forget Chris Chan exists in real life.
I wish that wasn't true, and I don't mean I want him to die. I just mean that story wasn't real.
Sorry. You have to live with reality, William.
No, I'll pull a Chris Chan and just ignore it and pretend their dimensional merge is coming. If I deny
It'll
reality,
take me away from all of this. Chris Chan City?
Editor, you know what to do.
Are you gonna switch out of Adventure Sonic
I can if you
and
want.
gross as 6 polygons? I thought you were. I thought you said you would. So if this is Sonic in the past, why do they say it's Sonic from a different universe?
I think that was a retcon. Because originally it was in Forces. I think they retconned it to another dimension. I don't know why.
So, but in this, it's just Sonic from the past then?
Yeah.
Did he like not have a voice box until later?
I guess not. He was a late bloomer. I think I told you this before, but they originally talked about getting Jaleel White to do it.
Oh yeah, you did say that.
And I don't know why they didn't do it, but they didn't. Although I'm kind of okay with that. I've told you I'm not that big a fan of Jaleel White Sonic.
I know. We've talked about this so many times.
It wouldn't be Goofcore if we weren't repeating a conversation topic.
Especially about conversation topics that one of us is very passionate about and the other one is not passionate about.
Exactly.
And then we get into an argument about it.
Yeah,
that's a Goofcore conversation.
That's the quintessential Goofcore episode. Quick, talk about something you're passionate about.
I thought, I don't know. I haven't been doing anything recently, so I don't have anything on my mind.
That's fair.
I think Peak is a very cool video game. I have like 40 hours in it.
Okay, well, you're supposed to say something I could disagree with. I also like Peak.
Okay, I thought GoldenEye was... I think Pierce Brosnan is the best James Bond actor.
I've only seen the one, Daniel Craig.
Oh yeah, he's good too.
And I only saw his last movie.
Really?
Yeah.
What? They're like an order. There's like an order. There's a story.
Yeah, I know. And yes, I was confused at many parts.
You didn't see his balls get bashed in by Mads Mikkelsen in the first one.
Yo, I think I need to watch this first movie. That sounds really awesome. Funny.
It's a great movie. It's like the second. It's like my second or third favorite
that's
Bond movie.
Casino Royale?
Casino Royale, yeah.
Yeah, no, I only saw whatever his last one was. I don't know why my parents were like, hey, you want to go see this James Bond's movie? And I was like, isn't this supposed to be the last one? Yeah, whatever, sure. Wouldn't be the first time I saw a multi-movie running franchise as the newest entry without any of the context. My first Fast and Furious movie was number 8.
Yeah, I saw them all in order.
Yeah, I don't know.
So I wouldn't know.
My mom was like, hey, I got early tickets for this movie. You want to go see it? And I was like, sure. Why not? And yeah, it was almost like I was missing 7 movies of context.
Yeah.
And then the next one I saw was 10 or 10 part 1, whatever it's called. And apparently it required context from like 4 or 5.
I hadn't needed your help, Sonic.
And also John Cena was there all of a sudden.
By the way,
oh yeah.
to look less spiky.
I've only seen 1 through 7, so I don't. I think you've seen all the movies I haven't seen.
Yeah, because
I've seen all the movies you haven't seen.
Yeah, because I've seen 1. I saw 1 finally.
Oh, you saw the first one?
Yeah, I have seen the first one. So the order I went 8, 10, 9, 1. Although I did also see the spin-off somewhere in there. I think after 8.
Oh yeah. I don't remember. Yeah. I mean, the movies are fine. I couldn't possibly even pick out one of those movies and say it was a worth watching movie.
I thought the first one was super boring, and I never want to watch it again.
That's fine. I think the first one's all right, but you know, none of them stand out too much.
Yeah, I don't know.
Second one's all right.
9 is one of the funniest movies I've ever seen.
Okay. Which one had space? Was that 7?
That's 9.
Oh.
That's why I like it so much. It's so funny. Years of memes and then they actually go and unironically do it. It's the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. I don't know.
So it was in 7. I thought they went to space in 7.
I don't know. I haven't seen 7.
Huh.
Unless they go to space twice.
Which you know what? There was one I liked. It was all I remember from it was he like drives from one skyscraper into the next one.
I don't think that's any of the ones I've seen, which makes sense because you literally just told me you've seen all the ones I haven't seen.
Yeah. What was it? Fate of the Furious?
I think that's 8.
Yeah.
Which I have seen. I don't remember that though. But I would believe it happened. Because I haven't seen that movie since it came out.
Oh, it is Fast and Furious 7. That was a good one. I like that one.
It seems like they've just kind of gotten better as they've gone on.
You know what? It wasn't a space scene. It was when they all drove out of an airplane and landed on a road. That's what I was thinking of.
I think they've driven out of airplanes a couple times because I think they did that in 8.
Maybe, but that was the one I remember because it was so cool.
I mean, that is kind of cool. I'm not even gonna lie. But is it launching a car into space cool though?
Oh sure, but what was the reason? Didn't they go up just to fall back down?
No, there was like a satellite or something they had to destroy.
Of course. Let's get a car to space.
Yeah, like earlier
Elon Musk be like.
Earlier in the movie, they like go see these car scientists or whatever, and they're like experimenting with like rockets on cars to make them go faster. And then at one point they're like, okay, we've got to somehow get to space to stop this satellite.
I'm back. I just remembered what this song reminds me of.
What song? What am I missing?
The tune in the game in this level.
What does it remind you of?
It reminds me of a Garfield song from like the 80s, I think. What?
Sorry,
what do you mean?
I instinctively thought you were gonna say the intro to the Garfield show.
No.
Okay, never mind.
That's a very different.
Yeah,
goodness.
I know. I just hate that. I just hate that song.
You're so evil. You're just so mean right out the gate. I haven't even said anything.
I was just being self-defensive, you know. I just hate that song.
You need to work on that.
I know. You're absolutely correct.
Yeah.
I have some issues, you know. I gotta work them out. I took them out on you.
Yeah.
I apologize.
Well, I forgive you.
Thank you. Anyway, Garfield song from the 80s.
I don't. Maybe the 90s. It was on like a just an album you can buy on whatever.
Garfield had an album.
Yeah. And it's a song called Roller Coaster Ride or Life is Like a Roller Coaster or something. And it sounds a lot like this song.
Huh.
I'll share it with you.
Please do, because I like this song, so I'll probably like that song.
It has the same chord progression. That's why.
Oh, okay. I see you.
It's very nice. Oh, it's an album called Here Comes Garfield from 1982.
It's kind of wacky that he got a whole album just about Garfield.
Yeah, I mean it was just supposed to be like something you could buy. It's not meant to be like the definitive Garfield or anything.
What would you say is the definitive Garfield? Why is it Bill Murray?
I mean, Lorenzo music's great. Frank Welker's great. People didn't like Frank Welker because he sounds different from Lorenzo music, but I think the majority of Garfield voices are pretty good. I think Chris Pratt doesn't make as much sense. But the movie was better than I thought. The movie was better than I was expecting, so I can't be that upset.
I still haven't actually watched the movie.
I think it's good.
I'm sure it is.
You know, we don't usually get Garfield movies.
Yeah, I mean it's definitely cool. I just wish it didn't have anything to do with Chris Pratt.
I do think giving Garfield a dad in that movie did not help it at all.
Wasn't that like the whole point of the movie?
Well, yeah, that's why. Yeah, but I think it's dumb giving Garfield a dad.
Oh, so just the whole premise of the movie.
Yeah, but they did it well.
Oh, okay.
is a thing. It was also Samuel L. Jackson,
That I did know.
and he did good.
He always does good though.
Yeah.
Name a movie Samuel L. Jackson was bad in. I'll wait.
I don't think he ever did. I don't
No.
think there was a bad Samuel L. Jackson role.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure he's in some bad movies, but he himself is never bad.
No.
You ever see?
Let's see, what?
You ever see Coach Carter? That's a good one.
No, I haven't.
I
Is
see-
he in Jurassic Park?
What?
Oh, he was. He was one of the. He's one of the scientist guys. Worked with Wayne Knight's character.
Huh?
He was smoking a cigarette.
Yeah, that
I
sounds like
don't
Samuel L.
remember.
Jackson.
Yeah, he was good in that too.
I rewatched most of the second Jurassic World the other day.
Yeah,
Still
is
not a
that the
good
one in the
movie.
mansion?
Yeah, they end up in one. Yeah, and then like
Yeah.
the little girl is in it the whole movie.
Yeah,
I still
that's
don't
one
like
of my
it.
favorite. One of my favorite scenes when they're following the dinosaur from the roof, and then they hold it upside down and like angle it back right side up in her room. That was one of the coolest shots I've seen in all of movies.
I think that was after I turned it off.
Oh no, you didn't even finish it.
I didn't finish it.
I ought to rewatch those.
Well, I watched the first one a few months back, and I actually really vibed with the first one. And I'm like, wait,
Interesting.
because I only ever saw 2 and 3. I never watched the first one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I was like, I needed something to watch at work, and I was like, whatever, this is probably stupid. I'll turn it on in the background. And then I ended up really liking it. I was like, wait. Why
Oh,
is this movie
interesting.
good?
I like the second one more than the first one. Doesn't the second one have Justice Smith in the first like 30 minutes
I
of the
don't know
movie?
who that is.
He was the guy from Detective Pikachu.
Yeah, well, it's more than the first 30 minutes. He was in it for at least like the first half.
Okay. Yeah.
We've talked
I
about him,
remember-
and I'm never going to remember his name. But I do remember seeing him, and
Yeah.
I thought about that conversation we had when he popped
Right.
up on screen. I was like, it's that guy Christian said he likes, I think.
Yeah.
Or maybe
That's
he likes.
probably his worst role that I've seen so far, but I still like seeing him in the movie.
I just watched this movie most of this movie less than a week ago. I've already completely forgotten what he did in that movie.
He freaked out, he was scared. That's kind of it.
Yeah, that sounds accurate. Yeah, that was.
He just freaks out the whole time.
I'm so glad he was there. He really brought the narrative together. I feel like that's a lot of
I
his
don't think he
roles.
technically added anything to the narrative.
No, I think I remember him helping the lady do surgery on a dinosaur.
Yeah, that's probably
But
it.
literally anybody could have done that.
That's true.
Is
Didn't the
just not
whole-
is he not allowed to be cool in movies?
He was cool in he was really cool in the Dungeons and Dragons movie.
Was he cool? I remember liking
Yeah,
him.
he
I
was
don't
the
know-
wizard. He was smart.
Yeah, but was he cool though? Again,
Yeah,
I
he
liked him in them.
he was more he knew what he was doing more often than all the other characters, I think.
To be fair, I barely remember the other characters. And I like that movie.
Where do I watch the Jurassic World movies? Is that Netflix?
I know the second one was on Tubi or something.
Oh.
And I think I watched the first one on one of those free platforms as well. I don't know
Got
if it's
it.
still on
Dude.
there.
Tubi is so awesome.
Isn't it?
It's so nice and free.
I know. I use it all the time at work.